all news claims to be fair. Some actually try, but only one is truly able to be unbiased. This is the Sunshine Report. Recently in Spain, they were renovating a church, and there is a 240-year-old statue of Jesus. Dear Lord Jesus Christ. And underneath that statue of Jesus, inside the butt crack of our Lord and Savior, they found secret messages. Now, they claim that these messages talked of the time that they were made, like malaria and typhoid and games and sports and all that kind of thing. But I'll tell you what, I don't think that's true at all. I think that if there is one thing hiding in the butt crack of Jesus Christ, that it is truth. Truth about what our government is hiding from us. I will tell you, 240 years, that is older than the United States, I think. Now, maybe even before the United States was even discovered. Now, I'll tell you what my high-class informant inside the church told me. These documents were translated before the government tried to cover it up. And let me tell you, what it says in there is that our Lord is coming back this Christmas to exact revenge on those who have wronged him, such as rock stars.
Ryan.
Such as rock stars, for rock is what is destroying our culture. Now let me tell you, for it has been predicted that this Christmas you must sacrifice a cow. Sacrifice a cow before your doorstep and give it up to the Lord.
Okay, guys, Sunshine's gonna go out in the hall and take a breather. Anyways, we're gonna move on with Cigarette Daydreams by Cage the Elephant.
Welcome to our first web-exclusive interview. The reason we were not able to go live this week is because of the Green Party ponies that actually rule this country. They delayed our show deliberately, with all other shows masking it, to stop the truth from coming out. Well, let me tell you, I will not stop. I will never stop bringing you the truth. So on weeks our show is canceled for political purposes, I will be bringing the truth to you. To you. Our story this week is a simple one. It was There was a blizzard in Maine, and that whole northeast region, it's getting all bad and stuff. And a building blew from Maine to Canada, and Maine is asking for the building back. I think that makes sense. But I'll tell you, I think this is setting up something bigger. Something way bigger. Open your minds, people. This building, quote-unquote, controversy is a cover-up for what is really going on. We are going for a war of 1812 Part 2. You heard me right. America is ready to take on Canada yet again. And I believe we can do it. We can do it. I do not believe that they should be hiding this from us American people. This is our right to know, our right to fight. And if we choose to draft, we will be drafted, and we will be proud. And I will be on the front lines to shoot those moose-loving arses. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. They are going down. They are going down. First, we get Maine's building back. Next, Vancouver. Next, the rest of Canada. This has been the Sunshine Report. Alright guys, that was Who Made Who by AC/DC. In case you couldn't guess, the two records we're featuring tonight are Who Made Who by AC/DC and Timepieces, the best of Eric Clapton. It's that time of the week again, now that we're finally back on the air from the Mesoamerica lovers that tried to shut us down. It is time for our news story of the week. It's a nice, simple one. The man who was trying to launch a rocket to prove that the Earth was flat has announced a new launch date for 2 weeks from now. It's simple. He's going to go out in the Mojave Desert and launch himself 1,800 feet into the air. And, you know, he was shut down already for this. He was shut down once before by the government itself. And I can tell you that the reason they shut him down is not for the safety concerns that they claimed it was of a man shooting himself into the air 500 miles an hour. It was because they do not want to prove that everything is a lie, that the moon landing is fake, and we all live inside the Truman Show. The Earth is flat, and he will prove it. He will prove it. They will not stop lying to us. They will never stop lying to us until people like him stand up to the man and show them who's boss. And those scientists out there like Neil deGrasse Tyson are proven wrong. They are proven to be the stooges of the monopoly that runs this country. I don't know who it is, but I guarantee you that Jeff Bezos is involved and that Barack Obama and Donald Trump, everyone. This goes all the way to the top, all the way to the president of Antarctica. You do not know who that is. I do not know who that is, but there is one. And I guarantee that there is one.
Alright guys, now we're gonna go back to Beautifully Human by John Bellion and Black Keys. Thank you, Sunshine.
Anytime. And it's about that time of the week where I tell you some of the news, some of the big news from the day. So that in Saudi Arabia, every year, they have a Miss Camel contest where they bring out the most beautiful, curvy camels you have ever seen, and they compete in a beauty pageant, and it's beautiful. But this year, 12 camels have been ejected because their owners put Botox in their lips to make them more beautiful. And I've got to tell you, that really gets me riled up, because these camels just want to be beautiful. They just want to be beautiful to fit your standards. They want to fit your standards. You are the one that made them use the Botox. You, gosh darn it, I swear to goodness, by all means, let these camels compete. They did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. They tried, and they tried, and they tried to make you people happy. But I'll tell you where this gets weird. These camels, this is in Saudi Arabia of all places. And I'll tell you, these camels They are in some stuff. I don't think it was because of the Botox that they were kicked out of the pageant. No, I do not. I think these camels were ISIS agents aiming to destabilize our hollow tradition of camel beauty pageants. Now, I swear, ISIS is ruining our way of life. And the day I cannot watch on my Sports Illustrated magazine a beautiful camel, I swear that will be the day I die. It will be the day I die.
Okay, Sunshine's gonna go and try and drink some water and fix his throat and catch his breath, hopefully. But we're gonna move on to Coheed and Cambria's Island off their most recent album. Thanks, guys.
I just want to let y'all know that this episode has been brought to you by Jebby's Jet Black Hair Gel, so that way the ladies really know to avoid you. Thank you, and good night.
Night, guys.
It's that time of the week again where I just bring you a little bit of the news to come out of this week. So, Romanians out there, it's time for you to learn about what your tax dollars really go into. Recently, there was a study that found out how long you could wait in eating snow in order to, that it would be safe to eat and, you wouldn't die of, like, Ebola or something like that. Well, the study officially says that it is only a half day. But I can tell you something. I have eaten snow that has been over 1 week old, and I have been fine. Snow tastes good. Snow is made up of these little ice particles that are made up of what we know as hydrophobic, which means they are afraid of everything that isn't water. Trust me. Now, what these particles do is they don't touch anything. So at any point, you will be safe. Now, this can come in several flavors. The black flavor does not taste quite that good. It's a little chunky and it just kind of tastes weird. The white flavor is normal. Tastes kind of like water. I don't know why. But my favorite flavor, I'll tell you, my hands down favorite flavor, hand to God, has to be the lemon flavored snow. I mean, by God, I swear that lemon flavor, and I don't know what, but there is something about it, and it makes me feel strong. Makes me feel strong. I feel empowered whenever I eat that. I go searching for it. And all these other people, they just pass right by it. But I will tell you, it is the nectar of the gods. Or the nectar is something, I don't know what. But, it is healthy, and it makes me proud to be an American.
Alright, Sunshine's gonna go brush his teeth. Next up, we have Gasoline by Halsey.
That was Read Receipts by Kyle Thornton and the Company.
It's Red.
What? Oh, Red. I don't care. Anyway, so it's that time of weekend where we go over. Lordy, this is the best time of the week where we talk about some news, and I have an exciting one for y'all today. The former manager of the DoD Aerospace Threat Program has come out and said that UFOs are real. Now, normally, this kind of thing would make me super excited and jump up in the sky that the government has finally lifted the Iron Curtain on us. But that's where that is just not true. The government is not lifting the Iron Curtain. They are lifting a clear veil that still is in front of the Iron Curtain. The reason the former manager of the DoD Aerospace Threat Program is saying that UFOs are real is because he wants to hide the fact that he himself is an alien. He wants to hide the fact that everyone in the DoD is an alien. Now, I swear that the truth will be revealed. Area 51 is actually just a McDonald's. The key lies in Aspen, Colorado, where under the mountain there is a secret Yucca Mountain-esque facility that is housing alien bodies and everything that they stand for. They run this country. Everyone that you think you love is actually an alien. Those of you who hear this, who know they are human, look around, because they have surrounded you. The colonization has begun. The colonization is over, and I will tell you, we have lost. All we can do now is fight. Fight!
Alright guys, that was another great rant from Sunshine. We're going to switch back to music now. Up next is American Eulogy by Green Day.
Hello everyone, that was pronounce that, Devin?
It's Cliff's Edge by Haley Kiyoko.
That name. So it's the best time of the week again.
Hell
because
yeah.
it is the time for me to bring you some news, and I have a tearjerker for you this week, because you're going to be so sad about hearing this story. A millionaire named Forrest Fenn has a few years ago released a poem that supposedly led to $2 million in buried treasure. And just this past week, a fourth person has died in Yellowstone looking for that very treasure. Now, some may say that this treasure exists, and that Forrest Fenn is crazy. And I will tell you, Forrest Fenn is crazy for sure. He is crazy with payments from the government to kill innocent Americans via X-Files testing in Yellowstone. I'm telling you, these bodies they are finding are not real bodies. These bodies that are being left in the wake are those bodies that they have in Stranger Things. The ones that you cut open and they're filled with foam.
Yeah.
Shush. What is really happening is these people are taken to a secret government facility inside Yellowstone that is actually trying to replicate the human genome for experimentation with cows, so that way we can create hardier livestock. So that's why everyone needs to, right now, become a vegetarian, because the government is trying to sell you Soylent Green in your burgers.
Yeah.
There is Soylent Green in your burgers. You watch out. Soylent Green is people. Soylent Green is people. By the way, spoiler alert for Soylent Green if you haven't seen that. But Soylent Green is people, and I swear I will never touch meat again.
Okay, guys, Sunshine's gonna go dig for some gold of his own. Anyways, we're gonna pick back up with OK Go. Here it goes again.
Tonight's episode has been brought to you by Rachel Lamont's counterfeit parking passes for when you get sick and tired of those darn $20 parking tickets.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. That was Are You Ready to Rock by Blue Oyster Cult, spelled R and U, and then the 2 is the number 2, just for reference. Now, it's come to that time. That it's time for your news roundup of the week. And tonight's story, I feel like, is an important one. It's a very personal story to me, because The Onion published a true story. Now, it is unclear at this time whether or not this story was on accident or on purpose. But the story was about Cleveland, Ohio, having a open-air sewer system, and it turns out they do have 2 of those. And I will tell you that this makes me angry, because we can no longer even trust our fake news. We can't trust fake news. We can't trust real news. Who can we trust? There is no one left. The Onion is the last place that I had left to go, that at least whenever I went on there, I would be getting what I was advertised. And no longer in this day and age, no news sources, real or fake, can be trusted. I cannot believe what I am saying right now, and it breaks my heart from deep in my soul. Now, whether or not The Onion has been gotten by the powers that be is unclear yet, and I have my top secret investigator, Rascals the Rat, on the case. He is, Rascals the Rat is my deep throat agent within the government. He also, he's been telling me these things about why the news is going the way it is. And I can tell you that this is all a plan. This is all a plan. And the reason why is because the corporation Megacorp from the, I believe, Megamind movie has plans to colonize the moon, to mine it for cheese. Cheese on the moon. Stop the fake news. Stop the real news. Let there be news.
Sunshine's going to go reevaluate the meaning of truth. But we are going to move on to Cat Stevens if you want to sing out. Thank you very much.
All right, everyone, that's going to do it for us tonight. I just want to let y'all know that this episode has been made possible by Robbity Roberts Radical Chocolate Milk, now with even more ice, more salt, and more weirdness. Thank you, and good night. Us to talk about something that has happened fairly recently, and I'll have you know that I am an avid fan of the I am an avid fan of the show The Bachelor, and to see the season finale end up the way it did, truly broke my heart to see that love fall apart that we were all rooting for. And you know what? Someone is finally going to do something about it. The state of Minnesota is considering a full-on ban of The Bachelor after the way he miffed the Minnesota native Becca Cuffrin. And, I agree with them. Because she deserved better than what he did to her. He deserved better. And I will tell you that whenever she goes on The Bachelorette, I have no doubt she will find her man. She will find her man. And Becca, if you are listening, please know we are all rooting for you. And if we ever see that man again, he who shall not be named, I swear that we will have him drawn and quartered in your honor. In your honor. We will tie 4 horses up to him and tear him limb from limb, so that way he will know a quarter of the pain that he gave you.
Okay, guys. Speaking of quarters, we'll have a nice review of the math department's Pi Day approximations coming to you later. Moving on, this is The Luckiest Man by the Wood Brothers.
That'll do it for us tonight. Tonight's episode was brought to you by Danny's Vegan Deviled Eggs, with no egg, no yolk, and just mayonnaise. Alright, everyone, that was Nirvana's heart-shaped box. Because today is the anniversary of Kurt Cobain's death. Anyway, moving on to some happier news. Today I bring you a story that actually goes back to previous times. You could even call it a sequel. The Flat Earther has striked back against the people that claimed that he would not do what he said he would do, that his rocket was a sham, that he didn't actually believe in what he was doing or anything like that. Well, I can tell you that last week, the week we were gone, he finally did it. He launched himself, and I will tell you, he launched himself so far up in the sky. I mean, 1,800 feet. I'm pretty sure that is further than most airplanes go up. And he had a gorgeous look at our flat, beautiful Earth. And he saw it as the sun rotated around us. As it rotated around us, he saw it in all of its glory, with America on one side and Asia on the other. Now, aside from that, he has said that he plans on doing it again, because this has only been one test. He wants to go on longer, even further journeys, further than man has ever even gone outside of the Earth's atmosphere, to prove that the Earth is flat and that the government is lying to us. Now, you may be asking, well, how did he manage to do this? Well, the problem last time was the government was able to cover him up, because his original plan was to do it in the Mojave Desert on government land. So what he did was he moved his launch pad, a very fancy mobile home, if I do say so myself. He moved the launch pad to some private land so that way he can launch himself. He didn't have a countdown. He didn't have anything, because he was a man on the mission. He was a man proving what we all behind us know what we believe. And it is true. It is true. Anyway, being that Danny and Devin were so rude as to skip out on us tonight, I get to do the review tonight. And what I'm reviewing tonight is this microphone that Kyle just handed me. Thank you, Kyle. I'm looking over it, and I gotta say, it's a good microphone. It's a good microphone. It turns on and off, and I'm sure if we had a receiver, it would show up. But we don't have a receiver. Minds, where are you on this? You're supposed to be the forefront of technology, and we can't even get a receiver for this darn dang dang wireless microphone. Now we have the plug that goes into the receiver, but we don't have the receiver itself. Now, why can you not explain that to me, huh? If I want to speak into this wireless mic rather than these big old clunky things they have around here, then I should have the right to do so if I want to. Other aside from that, I think it's a pretty good mic. It's pretty solid. Got a good counterweight to it. Doesn't fall out of the hand. Next we have Marciano, One Day. Alrighty, that was My Way by Frank Sinatra. It's time for the news, and just like always, the news is chaotic and fake, and, there's nothing that you can do to stop it. But here, I like to try to give you the news that really matters. And I think it's very important for you to know that, because I'm not going to lie to you when I say that there are zombie raccoons in Youngstown, Ohio. Apparently, there are raccoons in the state that are, or in the state of Ohio, that are appearing out of nowhere in the middle of the day and standing up on their hind legs and baring their teeth and falling over backwards and losing their fear of humans. This is the big part. They are losing their fear of humans, and they claim that at least it's not rabies, but some sort of viral infection. Well, you know what viral infections do on The Walking Dead? They bring people back to life just like this. People who are not afraid to eat other people. And I will say that I have never heard of this before. They don't even name what the infection actually is. And I can tell you, because this is a secret government experiment starting with raccoons that will lead to more people to people, so the government may consolidate their power and put us under an empire like that in Star Wars. Now, I will tell you that if you see one of these raccoons, you need to shoot it. Shoot it immediately in the brain, or stab it, or anything, as long as it's with its brain. It might look cute and cuddly, or ferocious, or rabid, but whatever you do, do not let it bite you. Do not let it bite you, for you must repent in front of it and then sacrifice it by stabbing it in the head. I swear that if you do not do this, we are doomed, and our lizard people overlords will become one with us and take over. They will take over. I swear we will lose everything we hold dear. That little ballerina trinket you got at McDonald's by mistake whenever you ordered a boy's toy at McDonald's, gone! All of it!
Well, thank you for that PSA there, Sunshine, warning people about raccoons. Now we're going to move on to Desperado by the Eagles.
Alright, that was Falling Slowly by Glenn Hansard and Markita Erglova. Something like that. That's gonna... How is it pronounced then, Danny?
Glenn Hansgard and Marketa Erglova.
Where's the G in Hansgard?
Hansard.
Yeah, see, you said it wrong too. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us. This episode has been brought to you by Zeta's Baseball Cards. You don't need to ask for them or anything, they're just free. Alright, that was Boston's More Than a Feeling on Boston. Happy 420. I feel like I have to start out with Happy 420. Our story this week, is in line with this special holiday for this. Don't you dare turn my mic down. In line for this special holiday, in Argentina, hundreds of pounds of pot went missing from a police warehouse that caused the firing of 8 officers. But these 8 officers claim to have been wrongly terminated because the hundreds of pounds were taken by mice. And I will have you know that I am actually quite partial to believing these officers, because even the mice have a right to celebrate this sacred day on our calendar. Now, I will tell you that these mice, this was on April 13th. They were planning some sort of banger. Now, in Argentina, if you police want to, you should believe these cops. I'm sure they didn't steal it. I am sure they didn't steal it. You should believe these cops and hunt down these rats that took the pot, because you can make this the biggest drug bust in Argentine history. I can tell you that if you do this, that you will have a great breakthrough in the case, because come on, who's gonna think that cops actually stole marijuana? They're cops. They're not allowed to break the law. Duh. No, the mice took it. And you know, animal rights activists are saying that, well, mice don't eat marijuana. Well, obviously they don't eat marijuana. They don't know how to cook. They can't put it into brownies. So they smoke it like everyone else. So let me tell you, let me give you a hint, Argentine Police Department. Search the holes. Search for tiny little holes in your evidence room and follow them and follow the footprints with our extended DNA technology. I know your government has every single individual's DNA somewhere. Use it. Use it and find the culprits and get your weed back. Happy 420.
Thank you for once again exposing the truth, Sunshine. We're going to move into Bastille, Send Them Off.
And it's that time of the week again, everyone's favorite time of the week, where I give you the news, what I find to be the most important stories of the week. And recently, there was actually a tornado in North Carolina, and a teenager played video games throughout the tornado. He needed to finish his rounds on the Fortnites or the Call of Overwatch, you know, that kind of stuff. And, you know, video games are important because they help us find the truth in these situations. Because I'm telling you, what I'm trying to imply is that this tornado was not a tornado at all. And this kid was the only one able to see through the lies. I will say, this is a government false flag tornado operation. I've seen it once, I've seen it twice, I've seen it 1,000,000 times, and it is always the same. The government gets out one of its whatchamadoo weather controllers in Antarctica, and it uses it to attack these towns, to get the people in a state of distress, so that way they can come in and be the saviors. Well, this teen used the electromagnetic waves from the video game to see through this. There sure were ruse quotation marks flying everywhere. And while his sister and mother went to safety, he realized he was not in any true harm, for it was all a lie. It was a lie. And the reason they do this is despicable. It is just terrible. I cannot believe them. Why would they do this to well-respecting God-fearing people. I swear, the people in North Carolina, you need to open your eyes. Start protesting in your, I'm assuming, tiny podunk town. You need to revolt and secede from this union. I swear, you need revenge on what they are doing to you. You need to step up like I am and call them out on their BS. I swear, if they do this again, I don't know what I will do.
Okay, well, Sunshine, we'll let you go step out and figure out what you're going to do. Next, we have CCR with Bad Moon Rising.
All right, everyone. That was 25 or 6-4 by Chicago. We're all rocking out here, and it's time for a final news segment for this year, the end of our season. And I think I have found the most important story that we have ever covered. A Turkish football fan was enjoying his game and getting into it a little bit, and he got kicked out of his stadium. And okay, fine, maybe he got a little rowdy, but whenever he was kicked out, they tried to stop him because he hired a crane to lift him over the stadium so he could still watch his favorite soccer team play. Well, I can tell you that this is not only because of his soccer team. I can tell you that the reason this man was kicked out of his stadium, of his team, isn't because of rowdiness. It is because he has uncovered the greatest conspiracy that we have ever seen. You see, the reason his crane has been taken down is because from that height is where you are supposed to read the letters from the Buttcrack of Jesus Christ. You are supposed to read the letters from that height to get their true message of what we are becoming. Now that is not all. For those letters predict that if you get to that height, you will be able to see the lack of curvature in the earth and why the earth is actually flat, as we have covered several times before. Our earth is flat, and he was able to prove it, and they tried to stop him. Now that is not all. From that crane, the police attacked him with the zombie raccoons of Cleveland, Ohio. I tell you that they suck him on there to try to stop him from getting the truth. They tried to stop him from getting the truth, and then they covered it. They used fake news to cover that it was the actual cops. Well, I will tell you that this is not fake news. This is true news. I will tell you that the reason that this has gone on for so long is that they know. Wake up, people, wake up. He saw the factories from which the Soylent Green is made. The Soylent Green is people. Yet again, how can I help you? I don't know what to do. This is insanity. I don't know what to do. I am so sorry. I have failed you. We're all gonna die. Probably tomorrow. Maybe the next day. Up next, we have Let It Be by the Beatles. It's that time where we give you a review, and this review is kind of special, so it's only appropriate that I'm the one to give it, because this is our year in review. I'm going to grade how I believe this year has gone. And I can tell you that I think it's gone friggin' great. Oh my God, I give myself an A+. I have given reliable news over and over and over and over and over and over again. You people would be nowhere if it weren't for me. I tell you that I have given you the truth like no one ever has. And I guarantee that I am the number 1 source in America for news. Number 1. People go to me more than anybody. I swear. A+ is all around. I give A+. A+ to Kyle for being such a great producer and dealing with me. A+ to Devin and Danny, my co-hosts who aren't here. A+ to Drew and Sarah who are here. A+ to Charles who showed up once. A+ to Rachel who kind of sat in the lobby every once in a while. A+ to everyone. A+ to my girlfriend Rachel for listening to everyone. A+ to my mom for listening to everyone. A+ to everyone. A+ to my dad. A+ to my old boss who's never even listened to this show and probably isn't even listening now. A+. You get your news from me and I will never leave you. That's why I'm going to leave you on Joan Jett's, or I'm going to put on next Joan Jett's Crimson and Clover. Do 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 do.